Good morning, all. So, I know I'm kind of coming in hot with the Bernards and Hoyts, but look, I only care about this year. Before that it was just as bad, but when somebody, obviously gets a miracle, obviously changes, obviously shares really life-affirming, changing stuff, you need to support it. I guess this is just exposure therapy for a common dysfunctional family that has absolutely no heart. I don't give them excuses. Back in 2017 when Grandma Ruth died, that's when I noticed people start to drift. But, I don't see anybody else making any effort whatsoever to connect or be kind or be supportive or anything to anybody. I hear this is going on with Sandy and Robin too. Has for years. It's gone on with the, Deirdre and the lawyer family, basically. It's gone on with everybody. You know better. You absolutely know better. Most of you go to church. You learn. You know. You study. You absolutely know how to treat family and how it's supposed to feel and function. So why don't you do your part? Because I have a booger. That's why. Okay, now I don't. So now what's your excuse? It's a pick and flick adventure, right? Child of the 90s. So, you don't sacrifice your most valuable member. And that's what you did. So, since January, I have shared albums that I've recorded. Which are extraordinary anyway. Nobody's been curious about the lyrics. Nobody's been curious about the stories. No one's done anything. Including former English teachers and former, musicians and former, all of these things. And why former? By the way, if you love something, you don't get to retire from it. That's what love does. It just keeps, as a musician and not getting to choose when and where to play, this is way too hard. This is way too much. When do I get to touch a bass next? I mean, yeah, I guess I could go to Emerald City Guitars, but I can't keep it. I can't develop love with it. I can't have a relationship with that instrument. I had to fucking lose it all for nothing. So what happened before the split second thing? What happened in the split second thing, and what has happened since? Well, zero support, a ton of emotional abuse, because it's complete negation. All I've been doing since January is gone for gold. I know what I'm worth, and I'm worth a shot and a chance, and all it is text messages. I've only asked for text messages. Hey, somebody knows somebody, and I really think I have a chance with Lindsay Sterling. We need to have a conversation. That's it. And that has destroyed my life, because they are so resistant to me and my love, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what their excuse is, but it's not okay. So that's what's been going on. In I don't know how many forms. I shared a lyric book. Nobody reads it. I shared everything that is of actual value. I did everything I possibly could to, connect with their beliefs, what my spirituality is, and I got nothing but shit on and resistance. There's video evidence on my Resident Ghost, I think it's Resident, yeah, I think my Instagram for Resident Ghost, certain person barging in on a locked door, by the way. This is the guy that loves privacy and everything, yeah, except when it's his, I guess, but nobody else's, because he's the he's the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen in my life. So doesn't give a shit about anything of value, and doesn't give a shit about his own son, doesn't give a shit about anything. Just barges in on a locked door, by the way, to tell me I'm delusional, I'm not a prophet, I'm not all of these things, instead of trying to understand and come to a middle and actually be a human being. He's not even a human being. Okay, there's video evidence of that happening. I think that was February or March. I was just singing. I was trying to feel good. I wake up and I try to do things that I take responsibility for my own, head and heart. What do I want to feel instead of what I'm feeling right now? I do that all the fucking time. The thing is, it is so heavy, I can't sometimes. That's why on Saturday, 2 days ago, when I was on the flight, I got pictures of dying, and I liked it. Because that is more merciful than what I have to face for no fucking reason. So, they routinely triggered me, routinely inflicted trauma for no reason. All of it was preventable. They did it through their words and their inaction and their just unwillingness to even listen, to let me in, to let anything in that I am or have ever done. And then on March 28th, after another, I think the third attack and episode, so I've been diagnosed with PTSD, like I say, after a third triggered attack, totally avoidable through their words and their inactions, the same negation, same negating behaviors, he was in my way, I pushed him, he fell down, and I got screwed. That's what happened. Since then, I have been jailed, I've been homeless, and I've lost literally everything. I have family. They have couches, they have beds, they don't have hearts, they don't have heads. Proof. The Bernards and the Hoyts and every person in the Pleasant View South 2nd Ward and Stake have 0 heart, 0 head. They don't love Christ. That which you do unto these, the least of my brethren, you have done unto me. You didn't stutter. How you treat people when they're vulnerable is how you treat Jesus Christ directly. So you favor the crucifixion over his miracles. You favor his sacrifice. You favor his Gethsemane over his Sermon on the Mount. You favor his blood over his actual beating heart. You favor his spilled blood instead of his beating heart, his living heart. Weird priority. It's common, though. I mean, you wear crosses, Christians. Why do you favor death? Didn't even happen, by the way. You weren't there, neither was I. But I can tell you, there's really no value in that story. Resurrection is a current thing. It's a here and now thing. It's a transformation that happened to me on December 26th, and no one gives a shit about it. It's the most extraordinary story, and I get shit on instead. So what has happened since? I have tried to get us to be a family. Still. That has been my only effort the entire time. I share the best of the best. I try to listen. I try to be there. They don't share anything. When I ask, how I can make your day better, it's vague bullshit. What's the best part of your day so far? Right now. You used to teach English. I know you know how words work. Why are you like this now? Why did you let yourself go to a place that is unrecognizable and pure cruelty towards somebody you chose as family? See, it's not even blood. It's adoption. It is chosen. You chose me for 36 years, and then you chose me to sacrifice. And then you chose to sacrifice me. You favor blood over heart. You favor hurt over heart. You want to remember me for being suicidal and committing it. So you make every piece of my environment unlivable, unsustainable, scary, and unsafe. That's what's happened since. There's no reason for me to sleep outside. Somebody needs to let me in. That's not family. That's bullshit. And that's all I've asked for. Text messages, hey, text this neighbor, they might have a couch. Hey, text this neighbor, they might have a couch. Like, I need somebody to advocate for me. I've asked directly. Mark Coy. I've asked directly, Mary Kay Fost, just to come in for 10 minutes because I'm cold, but you need showers in front of your fucking grandkids. What a great fucking example you are. This is Christians. These are Mormons. These are people that are supposed to love Jesus more than anybody else. Bullshit. Fucking hypocrites, every single one that I have ever fucking talked to. Every single one. None of you have a heart. None of you have a head. None of you loves Christ. The fact that I am still in this condition proves that. Nobody in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has a fucking heart or a head. I'm willing to believe that Lindsey Sterling does, and that's it. However, if it is a choice between them and me, it's got to be me. And frankly, if it's not me, then I need the chance to be let go so I can do something that even it looks desirable. Have a life that even looks desirable. But no, I mean, I'm fine with everybody. I've given the church 3 freaking chances, 3 different wards. Chance after 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 chance, and nobody fucking lets me in. Nobody's willing to listen. Nobody hears me out. No one lets me complete a thought. Everybody knows better than I do, except nobody knows the actual story. Okay. Good luck with that shit. Look at the effort that I've made. None of that means anything? Okay. When it comes to the legal thing, I have worked through my mother, and I've actually read these emails. There are videos of me reading direct emails and text messages. She's never changed. She's a monster. I don't know what she did to let herself go so fucking bad, but it is not human. She doesn't even read. And, you know, I know this situation best. If I was let in, if somebody would just fucking listen, we can figure out a solution. Because I already did. All it is listen and try. That's it. But you can't be honest. You're unwilling to be honest, because if you told the truth about the situation, the charge would be dropped. You're not willing to be a family. You're not willing to let anybody in. It's not just me, it's everybody. I just happen to be the best of the best, and I know that. Look at the effort that I put in. Look at how I carry myself. Look at the amount of personal accountability that I have. If I open my mouth and say, hey, this is your fault, guess what? That's because I have tried everything up to that point that I possibly could do in my power before saying, you know what, no, conclusively, this is 100% on you. I know that for a fact. Anybody who's seen me in the last, I don't know, however long, knows that. I put in the effort. I do the things. That's how I know my solution is best, because nobody's tried it. And you can't knock something that you haven't tried yet. You haven't even listened to it. You don't even know what it is because you don't fucking read. But this is not okay. Like, this is actually fucking terrifying. I lost home. I lost family. They could fix it. They're just not willing to, and it is a willingness issue. They choose to use their agency as they a common excuse. Hey, would you text this person because they know somebody I just want to have a conversation with her. It's her decision, not yours. Well, I can't text them because I don't know what I can't make them say anything. Yeah, no shit. That's why you try. I can't get anybody to let me complete a thought. I can't get anybody to do anything for me. I have zero support. I have to do everything literally by myself. I am isolated, and it is terrifying, and it is death. I need support. I need to be appreciated. I need to feel appreciated. I need to be part of a bigger whole that's actually, desirable. Like everyone else. You know? Look at how the Bernards and Hoyts talk about each other. It says way more about them than it does me. Seriously, just look at them. Look at their conversations. I'm curious. How do they actually interact with people they claim to love? Because, my brother's bitched and moaned about literally everything ever since he was born. And it's pathetic. It really is. Grow the fuck up. You've never asked for help. You've gone to therapy for a little bit, and I get that it's not the best thing, but it's better than nothing a lot of the times, and you can have a friend. You know, until she went way too far. I actually really liked Shawnee, and I miss Craig. A lot, actually. But, you know, that expert, stupid person dichotomy. And that's what it is. Y'all think you're experts, and so you don't actually listen. And it's the same with everybody. Like, I can give, like, way too many examples. The life coach? Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're full of shit. No, when I use words, I use them correctly. Which means I looked them up, I vetted them, and then I used them. Sorry for being inspiring as all hell. Sorry for being top-notch in every single category that I try to enter. Sorry for being the actual best. You really need to learn from it. You need to follow. You need to stop shitting on it and being jealous and all of this stuff. You need to stop seven deadly sinning me and start being the latter-day saint that you claim to be and want to be so bad. Like, how do you want to be remembered, Bernards and Hoyts? For the actual worst tragedy in family history? Or do you want to, like, get the fuck over yourselves and, like, okay, yeah, we can listen to him. We can actually, like, soften up. Because, look, I take my cues from nature. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, anything that grows on Earth gets softer. Think of a flower. It starts as a hard seed, and then by the time you get to the bloom, it's the softest part. The pretty parts are the softest. Maybe don't piss on them. Maybe don't fucking shoot them. And yeah, the flower petals are going to fall off, and they are going to dissolve and get softer and softer and become nutrients for the soil. I'm not there yet. I need to enjoy being a flower while I am one. I bloomed on December 26th, and everybody has fucking tried to destroy me. I know who I belong with. I know what I'm doing. And you need to stop fucking being bitches. You need to start taking me sincerely, and you need to start fucking using your thumbs that you evolved to start sending text messages to people that can connect the dots. I've done literally everything else. So since that stupid split second where some stupid fucking old man fell down because he doesn't have balance because he's never exercised as long as I've been alive, that's the thing. And then they want to blame me for a broken spine? Go fuck yourselves. Do you know what's to blame there? Sedentary lifestyle. Because I guarantee you, a healthy person with that push, it was not that hard, with that kind of minor fall where he broke his fall into the wall and floor, I guarantee a healthy person would have been just fine. It was probably already there, to be honest. When was the last time you got a back scan? Can you actually prove before and after? Okay, there was absolutely no hint, and then. No, you can't. I highly doubt you can. I would like to see that, and then, maybe. But still, it does not warrant this. Especially with the turn that I made that day on the 28th. Right, Officer Jackson? When you came in and saw how freaked out I was because I knew I was going to be homeless, because I lost home and family, because nobody has a fucking heart or head. It's smart to support each other. It's intelligent. If you want to call yourself intelligent and an intelligent species, you need to, work together. Interdependence, instead of just putting all of the burden on one person and expecting miracles. You get them, because I am what I say I am, but I need stability. I'm unstable right now, and it is of no fucking choice or fault of my own. If I was given an actual chance by a human being, any of them, in Jerome, in Cottonwood, in North Ogden, in Salt Lake, in any of these places, totally different story. And then I would just be doing the happy stuff, and then, the good stuff that I'll be doing for Silver Crow. Because, this channel fucking tanked. Not that it was going anywhere anyways, but, But yeah, I guarantee. He's never spent, nobody, like absolutely nobody in the Bernards or Hoyts prioritizes health. Liam used to when he was an athlete. No one else does. Look at him. Obese as fuck. Sedentary as fuck. Look at their thoughts. Look at their words. That's their mental diet? Oh, great. Sucks to be you. I would really not like to be in that head. My thoughts are beautiful. I'm just faced with exceptionally impossibilities. I'm faced with impossibility. Like, if it weren't for Goddess, I would be dead. This situation and circumstance since May 20, well, it would have been in June. So the, jail, I mean, it sucks, but at least you're fed 3 times. At least you have people to talk to, and I actually inspired the shit out of everybody there. I saw the effect. They listened. A lot of them actually listened, let it in, and it transformed them. You can ask anybody. Jorge or Michael or Michael. Very common names. You know what I mean? Nathaniel, who I adopted as a grandpa. Joel. Like, these people saw me. James, the guy who I shook hands with, even though what you've done is absolutely unspeakable. I wouldn't give that guy a second chance. So it's the same thing. It's like, I want you to eat. Maybe not at my table, but I want to make sure that you eat. You're a human being and you deserve a chance at a good life. Now it's your turn to say that to me, Bernards and Hoyts. So, I had 6 instruments. They're all gone now. I had 2 acoustic guitars, 1 electric guitar, and 2 electric guitars and 1 bass. I think, so 5. Never mind. I don't even remember. Yeah. So those are all gone. The MacBook is getting turned into cash today in a couple hours. So I lost literally everything. They lost absolutely nothing, and their lifestyle has not even had a dent in it. I guarantee the Bernards are still going from one chair to the couch to watch one glowing rectangle or another, and that's it. Clockwork. They are automatons. They are not people. They are on autopilot. And that's all they do. I guarantee they have not suffered at all. They are in old age. They are falling apart on schedule, like I said, and they have never prioritized health. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Like one of them didn't even eat his vegetables like a fucking baby. He turned into a fucking baby. He's a fucking baby. He doesn't do anything for himself. He does not take responsibility for shit. He fired me from grocery shopping. He fired me from serving them. I moved back for them. Like, when I say I've done everything I can to heal that family and bring it back together after Grandma died, I did. No one else was making any effort. Anybody present a family reunion kind of thing? I mean, I guess we had the Chuckarama thing for a few of us. Anybody think about renting out a cultural hall for an evening so we can, have a family reunion and, remember that, oh yeah, family can feel good? No. Anybody think about, doing concerts? Yeah. I lost everything. I have 27 cents in my bank account. And that's the only thing that people value. That's the only thing the Bernards and Hoyts value. They don't value effort. They don't value inspiration. They don't value intelligence. They don't value compassion. They don't value creativity. They don't value... they don't actually value education at all. My cousin Liam even said degrees don't mean anything to me. They mean a lot to me. That's why I go for them. I deserve a PhD in philosophy. I deserve a PsyD. I absolutely do. I don't really care about the masters in writing. I am what they wish they could teach. So, just put pen to paper and masterpiece comes out no matter what. Yeah, you wish you had what I do. Like, I don't need that one. But, and that's not to say every time. Like, a lot of it, well, it's gotten really efficient, I should say. It is mostly Masterpiece. It makes me cry. Like, I can't believe the stuff that comes out. I can't believe it. I just, like, let it come. And that's kind of the point. Like, I am actually guided. I actually do love Christ. That's why I treat people the way I do. There are a lot of homeless here in Seattle. I intend to fix that. That's why I emailed the mayor to fix it. I presented a plan on Google Docs. It took me about 20 minutes to draft because I did solve it, and it just needs to be given an actual chance. Like I've been saying about everything the entire time. I just need a chance. And I can change so much. I can transform things into so much more beautiful. That's what I do. I was thinking about job title today. I get crucified for being prophet. Most people don't know what Nabi means, but I prefer the butterfly version in Korean, personally. My favorite is Nexus. A long time ago, I got the idea or the notion. It's like, you know what a really good life would be? Just to be part of the next step in human evolution. That's it. Just like help us along to the next step of like, what can humanity look like if we tuned our heads to our heart and turned our hearts to spirit, and we were all, yeah, I am that now. The nexus to the next us. I am that. That's why you want to listen. That's why you want to share. That's why you want to follow. That's why you want to be excited. That's why you want to be inspired and do something inspiring with it. As inspired, so inspire. See? My media diet since I was a kid has always been the most life-affirming stuff I can get my hands on. Like, even as a metalhead, I avoided most bands. And then, you know, when it's screaming, you can't usually tell what they say anyway, so I can kind of tune it out. But, like, I am very sensitive to words. I always have been, and I need them to be correct and accurate and sincere. Period. And then once that foundation is built, then, yeah, I have a sense of humor that is just shining above all else. Like, I love my sense of humor. But you have to earn certain things first, and I fucking hate sarcasm. You don't start there. If you want to be on my good side, you know how. It's called, like, be deliberately sincere. Talk about the things that actually feel good. They never do. They are tragedy addicts. All they do is watch Fox News and believe them over their own chosen son. They think they know how the world works because of it. They don't. They've been retired forever. They have zero context of how life actually does work, especially mine. By the way, there's not only one way of doing something. And the only thing that I've ever heard is, like, get a job and it's like, no, like, I need a business loan. I need a boost. That's what I'm asking for. I have businesses in the forms of albums, in the form of an actual nonprofit that I founded by myself and did all the studying, all the work, everything for. I've done everything in isolation. Nobody could hold a candle to that. Have you started a nonprofit? Do you know what the private sector looks like? Do you know what that looks like? You have no idea. You've never looked into it. I did. How a person spends their free time matters. I spend my free time seeing how I can transform the world to a better state. I always have. Like when I read the diary entry from 2017 a day or two ago. Same thing. Like, I've been doing this behind the scenes the entire time while y'all bitches have been watching fucking Desperate Housewives or whatever and, like, letting your minds decay. Like, let's let it decay faster. Like, you guys are fucked. What are you doing? So there you go. I've been homeless in several cities, trying to make connections that can get somewhere desirable. Like a couch for a night that I don't have to pay for because somebody is just a human being and realizes, oh, this person has immense value or just as much as me, and cool. I've never stolen anything. Not even a stick of gum. I thought about it once. I must have been in like 4th or 5th grade. I don't know. That was at Lee's, and it must have been 5th or 6th. Yeah. Anyway, young. I say that because Lee's opened with Majestic, I think. And so, anyways, North Ogden timeline. Doesn't matter. So, I remember specifically I was at Lee's, and I had a pack of gum, and I thought about pocketing it, but I couldn't. I could not bring myself to do it. My moral compass is like deadlocked on actual moral north. So, always has been. Like that song, Choose the Right. All of these hymns and shit that y'all sing mindlessly and they don't, like, sink in. They don't, like, take root. Yeah, I actually live them. Love one another. Yeah, okay. I reworked a Child of God because my version's way better. I shared that, too. Anyways, yeah, I mean, hymns are supposed to be there for us to, like, have a good mental diet. So the spirit has a chance. That's the point. You get rid of ego, it's source material. If everybody does that, then guess what we're sharing? Duh. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm talking about. You deny me, but you haven't actually looked. You haven't listened and you haven't tried. Fuck you. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. I have lost actually everything, and they've lost absolutely nothing, and their lifestyle hasn't even had a dent in it. If only one person is required to make adjustments, that's not family, that's not teamwork, that's bullshit. That's oppression, that's manipulation, that is hate. That's control. They only care about control. They want to control me, and they can't. And I guess that scares them. But you know what? This is completely inexcusable. This is absolutely inexcusable and intolerable behavior to a chosen family member. And again, I mean, if you wanted to kick me out, frankly, there were more peaceful and mature ways of going about that than literally seeing if I live or die from, like, the actual worst of worst experiences. So yeah, Jackson from North Ogden Police, I dare you to go have an actual interview with the Bernards and see how much they've actually lost and what their lifestyle has looked like since. Because mine has been absolutely fucking torched. It's not. It's black and white. They're fine. They've always been fine. They're fucking babies. People in family that pull their weight. They don't become dead weight and then blame the guy that is trying to do his actual best at healing. Like, I've read emails, again, it's like, hey, this is my plan, like, and then total avoidance. They don't, I mean, it's the same thing in person, so it's not whether they read or not. They don't listen, they don't, like, it's not, they don't care about specifically me. Zero understanding, zero effort to understand, zero effort to really do anything, and then they're just like, all he does is ask for money and handouts. No, I've asked for text messages to make connections and actual, like, the most beautiful real-life love story. That's what I've been inviting everybody to, right? Joe Strand on January 7th, remember how I broke that down for you and your role in it? You don't want that. You don't want your daughters to see that. You don't want to inspire your daughters to be like, wow, holy shit, that can happen in our neighborhood. That opportunity can happen for us. Holy actual shit. You don't want that for your daughters. You're not a man. You're not a father. You're a piece of shit, and you deserve this. You deserve to go through this and see if you survive. That's what I've been asking for. Text messages. Communication. Support me. Get me where I need to go. Connect the dots that I can't. Like, I went to the dude's hometown and I left notes everywhere. I might have seen him at the airport, but I chickened out. I froze. Somebody knows somebody who knows him, just like connect the dots that I literally cannot connect myself. That's what I've been asking for since January fucking 7th. That. I haven't been asking for money. I can make my own if I was actually given a fucking chance. You have to let me in first. You have to give somebody a chance. Okay, think about a job. I have to put in an application, right? And hope the AI bot gets it in front of a human being who is feeling okay that day and isn't in a bad mood or whatever. And so you can get an interview, and then you get a second interview, and then you get an offer, and then, like, you have to be given a chance. Nobody is willing to give me a chance at anything. Therefore, I don't get to survive. That's how that works. That's my life right now. That's been my life since, well, kind of all year, but really, really drastically life and death shit since I've been treated worse than a fucking dog in a town that claims to love dogs. I'm a human being. And this is an actual hate crime, Bernards and Hoyts. It is actual attempted murder. You are responsible for the environment you create and let somebody live in. And this is what you choose for your chosen son, your actual best. Your cousin, your brother, your whatever. Your nephew. Weird choice. So I've been asking for text messages, not money. I've been asking for cooperation. I've been asking for, hey, just listen to me and try this. That's it. That's all I've been asking for from anybody. I haven't been asking for money. I've never asked for money. Unless it's like a dire, urgent need. But even then, I don't tend to ask for money. Right, Old Town Cottonwood? No, just help get me where I'm going safely. That's it. Do you have a couch? Can we get me to the airport? That's it. I never ask for money. Not in Jerome, not in Cottonwood, not in anywhere else. Not in North Ogden. I never ask for money. I never ask for handouts. I asked for a handout once from Wholesome Co. for free weed. And that's it. And honestly, it is deserved. It's medicine to me. And I use it as such. And I get to get some today. Thank God. So, yeah, there you go. There's the story. Like, I am exactly what I say I am, and it's literally the choice of others to just negate and deny and not let me in. That's the only reason I'm suffering. Why I have to go through this at all is because I am literally isolated. I have to fend for myself, and that's not how anything works. We cannot survive in isolation. We cannot survive by ourselves. So, if you claim to be a family member, it has to be equal. Equality means I sleep on a pillow, therefore so do you. I eat whenever I need to, therefore so do you. I'm never thirsty, therefore neither are you. Your basic needs are met. You have a condition where you need specific medicine, great, I'll make sure that it's supplied. No questions asked. That's family. That's all I ever asked for. That's all I asked for. Stop the hurtful behavior. Start loving me. And so I don't even need medicine. I shouldn't need medicine. Nobody should. I tried to share mine, by the way, with my mom, but they don't think for themselves. They don't try anything new. Anything that I try is immediate veto. Why? I'm the one who does his research. I'm the one who, like, does his due diligence and then, like, finally does it. Like, I used to work entirely behind the scenes in a laboratory because I felt unsafe in the world, and now, you know, it's like, okay, well, now I know I'm unsafe in the world because everybody's a fucking monster. Nobody has ears, nobody has a brain, nobody has a heart. I have to lose everything in order to, like, have a pillow? Fuck you guys. I've been asking for, like, sharing and connecting. That's it. I've been asking people to share and connect on beautiful, meaningful things that are very life-affirming and transformative. That's it. Here, about that job title. Because there was more to it than that. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Atlas Sterling. The nexus to the next us, connecting past and future by being a transformative presence. Cool, huh? Little play on words. We like that, right? So, yeah, you guys need to turn things around. I've already turned. God has turned it for me. I've already done all the work. You guys need to fucking turn. That's what repentance is, Sherry. That's why I shared the LDS version of it with you in a video where I was typing a very thoughtful and compassionate and considerate email to you about it. It's for your benefit. It's so you can feel good, so you can connect. You need to repent, because this is absolutely attempted murder on your own son. You need to turn around. You need to turn this around and fix it. Get the fucking charge dropped by being honest with North Ogden City. What I just said is 100% accurate, and you know it. You were in the bathroom and then let off a fucking banshee wail like you do. So I guess you didn't see it, but I mean, like, no, you know that I'm telling the truth. I only do. That's the only thing I tell. Sometimes it's dramatic, but, you know, it's not as dramatic as all y'all bitches. It's not woe is me like that stupid faggot posted on one of my videos. By the way, that word that I just used, to me it has zero association with homosexuality. I like homosexuals. They're fine. I love them. They're good people. No, to me, faggot behavior is like, you know better, but you absolutely refuse to do. You will do anything and everything except the thing that actually works. That's faggot behavior. And that's Bernards and Hoyts. To a T. So, turn this around. Stop being babies. You need to take responsibility for your own fucking lives and for how you create the quality of life in other people. I'm still legally family, right? I can find out. I can ask a lawyer. Are you afraid of a conservatorship, Mr. and Mrs. and everybody who's, like, needing to control everything? I'm not out of control. You just can't control me, and you don't like that. Love has nothing to do with control. Love has to do with trust, and you guys are not trustworthy. I'm perfectly trustworthy. I'm perfectly honest, and I do my actual best. I follow through. I show up. So, anyway, that's Atlas Sterling for you, and that's my story of this tragedy that is going to turn around, that is going to get better. Do whatever it takes to get me in Lindsay Sterling's arms this Friday or Saturday or before. She's going to be in the same city. She's going to be in the same vicinity. It's going to be easy. I can do this stuff myself. I can have a conversation myself. It's not going to be like with the Maynard lookalike or whatever, where I just sit frozen. Lindsay Sterling is brave enough to talk to a person who is actual love. She's brave enough to understand. She's brave enough to see the beautiful things in me. She's brave enough for all of that stuff, and I know she is. So it's not like it has to be me doing everything. She will meet me halfway, and I know it. So do whatever it takes. Bernards and Hoyts. And maybe we will have a chance at a future together. But you know what? What happened on Sunday or Saturday, whatever images popped in my head and feelings I got on the plane because of your absolute refusal to listen to me and try doing things my way. Because it's been the entire time. What was I saying in jail, Michael and Jorge and everybody else? We're going to get the charge dropped and we're going to be a family again. That's been my attitude literally the entire time. You can ask the guards too. That's the only thing that I would say. We're going to get the charge dropped and we're going to be a family again. That's the only thing that I've worked toward. What did I write in jail? Those are in a Book of Mormon that hopefully didn't get destroyed. Yeah, I'm exactly what I say I am. I am love. I choose life. I choose to cherish. I choose to be curious. I choose compassion. Do whatever it takes to get me connected to Lindsay Sterling and Maynard James Keenan. Turn this around and see what happens.